Another week, boys, and another TWAB. Man, the last time we had a TWAB was like 3 weeks ago. I almost forgot our intro. Now, this week at Bungie, we've entered our final week of the dawning. So if you gotta bake any more cookies, or if you haven't already earned some of those sparrows, you got until next Tuesday to do that. We also had the legend version of the Sundial activity launch this week as well. And with it, you can earn the Savior title, as well as some pinnacle power drops each week. Now, a new exotic is also dropped on us, that's right. Devil's Ruin is actually turned into one of my favorite weapons in the game, although I am hearing that it plays very differently on console, or maybe it plays differently for controllers. I really think we need to power up the old PlayStation 4 though and give it a go. Either way it goes, I do have a few other builds in the making right now, which is what you're seeing right here, and it's not bad. Shooting lasers from the sky. By the way, guys, that can be obtained from doing the Sundial this week, obtaining the quest, and it's all of like 2 steps. Now, moving on. Bungie states right here, keep it clean. The game security team has been improving Destiny 2's anti-cheat functionality, which detects players violating any of Bungie's restrictions and ban policies. The anti-cheat improvements will result in more players receiving restrictions and bans. Historically, Bungie has not given players the ability to appeal a restriction or a ban because all restrictions and bans are already reviewed by a trained Bungie employee. However, going forward, we will be providing a resource for players to appeal a restriction or a ban. More details will be available on our appeal contact form, which will be posted soon. Oh boy. Okay, so Bungie is actually probably doing this, guys, because of the widespread and cheating here recently. I've run into a couple of guys using aimbots, some other things like, I don't know, like auto respawn. One dude was just popping his super over and over again. Now, I don't think this is happening on console, but it's happening here on PC. Regardless though, since Bungie is no longer going through each one of these reports and having a Bungie employee hand out the ban manually, this actually means that there's going to be more bans handed out, and they're probably only going to review the appeal process. And let's be real, there's guys out there that are breaking the game. They won't appeal. They know when they do it, and if they do appeal, well, it's just going to be a waste of time. Regardless though, for my cheaters out there, look out. And for my people that think that reporting doesn't do anything, if there's going to be an auto ban function now, I highly suggest reporting. If you come across somebody cheating, even if it's just basic network manipulation, I can't believe we've gotten to the point where it's like, I'm just DDoSed. Who cares? But even if something like that, go ahead and throw out the report. Now, Bungie does state here at the bottom that frivolous appeals will not be considered. Additionally, not all appeals are guaranteed to be responded to by a Bungie employee. As always, we'll be closely monitoring our security systems to ensure a healthy and fair experience for players who are not violating any of Bungie's restrictions and ban policies. Okay, so I think it's apparent Bungie is going to be handing out bans a lot more often, and it sounds like not everyone is going to get an appeal process. Whatever the case, something has got to be done. And if this is what's going to clean things up inside of PvP, by all means, Bungie, I'm innocent. I'm innocent, and everybody I play with is innocent. So ban them bastards. Now, moving on. Helping Australia. Starlight, Starbright. In the last few weeks, you may have heard about the bushfires that are currently impacting Australia. Every Bungie Foundation effort, we were reminded of how much good can come from gaming community. Senior Foundation Manager Christine Edwards has details on our upcoming efforts to assist those in need. Christine states that over the past 2 decades, the Bungie community has been an amazing force for good in our world by raising millions of dollars to assist those in distress. In addition to supporting thousands of children through our iPads for Kids program, you have helped victims of Hurricanes Katrina and Harvey and have donated to those affected by earthquakes in Haiti, Japan, and Nepal. Time and time again, you have been guardians to others in the greatest time of need. The bushfires currently ravaging Australia have been devastating. Many people have lost their homes, firefighters are risking their lives daily, and an estimated hundreds of millions of wild animals have fallen victim to the fires. We are developing a limited edition t-shirt fundraising campaign to support both Australia's firefighting efforts and the country's animal rescue and conservation efforts. The t-shirt, which comes with an exclusive Destiny 2 Starlight Starbright emblem redemption code with purchase, will be available for pre-order on the Bungie store and Bungie Store EU between Thursday, January 16th and Tuesday, February 18th at 9 a.m. Pacific, ending with the weekly reset and the end of Crimson Days. The team is currently hard at work on the t-shirt design and will share a preview early next week. And Bungie goes on to state that the first half of all profits generated by these t-shirt sales will be donated to WIRES, Australia's largest wildlife rescue organization. The other half will be donated to NSW Rural Fire Service, which services the state of New South Wales, where the fires have been especially devastating and are in dire need of containment. Yep, we might buy a couple shirts then, guys. By the way, this is the Emblem. Very sexy, very beautiful. I've got some Australian friends, as well as some Australia content creators. God bless them. Hope they're doing well. Hope they are safe. And big shout out to Bungie here for hosting this fundraiser. Now moving on, hammered down. So let's talk about Titans. Oh man, you know it's not gonna be good. Wormgod Caress has been disabled. Earlier this week, we identified an issue with Wormgod Caress exotic gauntlets, where the Burning Fist perk could retain increased melee damage after its intended timer countdown, allowing players to easily defeat raid bosses. The Armor 1.0 and 2.0 version of these gauntlets have been disabled until a fix can be deployed at a later date. This hotfix will probably roll out next Tuesday, January the 14th, including fixing the EDZ obelisk, as well as the Eververse waypoint notifications. Alrighty, other known issues. The Leviathan's Breath exotic bow currently cannot be acquired due to an issue with the Armadillo's Strike, where it can only be completed in Season 8. The Tower obelisk can sometimes not be accessed. Players encountering this should return to orbit and launch back into the tower. Also, the Giddy Laugh emote keeps loading the emote collection and can't be unequipped if slotted. Oh boy. Alrighty, all of those things should be fixed next Tuesday. Now before we get into the final bit here in the TWAB, our clanmate FrostBolt just won Movie of the Week. And I gotta say, man, it is one of the sexiest montages I have ever watched. I've done watched it like 2 or 3 times. I loved it so much, I Chromecast it to my living room and made my wife watch it. And she even liked it. Huge shout out though to FrostBolt as well as Lou for doing the edits. A fantastic montage. Guys, down below in the description is a link to that. Go check it out when you can. Now, before we go, I do want to do a quick look again at the Season 9 calendar. Been a minute since some of us saw this, but we are approaching the middle to almost end of the season. Like, it's on its way. You've got the Legend Sundial as well as the exotic quest for Devil's Ruin that just dropped, and not much is happening from now until the 28th of January. As you see there, the 28th, we've got Bastion that is actually coming to us, and in February, we've got some changes coming to the Sundial, as well as Empyrean Foundation, and then of course Crimson Days inside of February. No lie, not a lot of activities here. I'm hoping to God we see something else, right? Like something. Trials is practically teasing us at every twist and turn. We've done seen banners in the tower. You got Saint 14 there. I don't know, man. I just feel like Trials is right there, and I just want Bungie to just say it. Just say it, Bungie. If it's really on its way back, just say it. Either way it goes, guys, that is your TWAB for this week. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Not a lot of information on this one. Hopefully, we'll start seeing some sandbox changes being outlined. We do have a number of things in the game right now that are somewhat broken. I mean, hands down, they broke it. I'll be outlining those things. I actually wanted to wait until today's TWAB just to see if Bungie was going to mention those things. They have not. I know they're still shaking off the holiday, but we will take it upon ourselves to point out what is breaking the game right now. Some of you are not going to like the video, but that's okay. Fellas and ladies, thank you all for coming and watching, and as always,
slap that like button like your mama told you right.